So people, today I want to shoot a little video all about 8 simple Christmas health hacks you can add in. Hope you're having a good start to the festive season. As always, before I get into things, if you're not already following me on Telegram, please do. It's dash revive yourself. Also heading over to www.reviveyourself.co. You can put your name and email in there, join the mailing list just so you don't miss anything, because obviously certain things I won't be saying on Facebook or Instagram due to the censorship, banning, deleting, etc. But now that's done, let's get on to the 8 simple health hacks you can do for Christmas. So obviously Christmas is coming up and a lot of the festive season revolves around eating and drinking, and lots of that stuff isn't the best for you. A lot of the foods you get at parties, etc., isn't the greatest. So simple things you can do. Number one, I always like to tell a lot of these things as well. Tell my clients. Number one, if you know you're going to go to a party where the food isn't going to be great, don't go there hungry. So make sure you eat before you go. Take a meal in wherever you're going, so you can eat a good clean meal or have a smoothie or whatever it may be. So you go to the meal and you're already full, because when you're full, you're going to be far less likely to pick at things and to eat rubbish, compared to obviously if you're starving. It's very easy for people just to eat things when they're hungry. Okay, so simple thing, have a good healthy meal before you go. Okay. Number two is as well is if you're Christmas Day and you've got a plate full of food, and there's so many things you could indulge in on the plate, and you've got Yorkshire puddings and maybe some, if there's bread laid out, etc. Always say to people, eat the healthy ingredients first. So if you can, you've got lean meat like turkey on there, you've got your vegetables, etc. Fill up on those, and then if you've got room at the end, then you can indulge in some other foods. But it's great just to fill yourself up with the vegetables and the lean meats first, and you can go on to that. And one of the things you can do with this is a little bonus tip here actually, is to keep yourself 20% empty. So only eat yourself 80% full. When you eat yourself completely to the brim, you know what it's like yourself. You can get gas, wind, pain, bloating, indigestion, heartburn. You can also put yourself into a food coma. So try and keep yourself 20% empty. Something very, very powerful for the body, so you don't get any of those issues cropping up. Quite a busy street actually. You see there's lots of cars down here going everywhere. Then I think I was going to give you a couple of bonus ones here as well actually. One of the other things you can do with that as well is make sure when you said before, lean meats and like saturated fats as well, if you combine them with everything else, it slows down the absorption. It means you don't spike your insulin. So other things at the Christmas time, if you're going to have in alcohol, then make sure you're getting the highest quality alcohol down you can. So triple distilled alcohol if you can. For example, like things like vodka, Ciroc, Belvedere, high quality. If you're going to have that, if you can stay away from it, do. But if you're going to have something like vodka, then you can mix it with something like either a clean lemonade, something like Fever Tree. So nothing with aspartame in it, things like that. No cheap Coke or lemonade. I like to use sparkling water with maybe some lemon or lime if I'm going to have something. Otherwise, I won't. Or you can have like an organic beer, but try and make it as clean as possible. The other thing is around this, making sure you're taking your essential supplements. So, things like your probiotics in the morning, they can be fantastic. Getting in a greens drink in the morning, so you're flooding your body full of concentrated nutrients to clear out any toxins and to cleanse the body. Things like fulvic minerals, once again, remineralising the body. Probiotics, I said before, you can actually have them in the morning and the evening before bed. And you can also have them when you're eating. If you need to, taking things like enzymes and HCl for your digestion is going to be great. That's going to allow you, if you're eating a lot, it's going to allow your body to, digest the food properly. Most people after the age of 30, their hydrochloric acid and enzymes are depleted, so they don't digest their food very well. So that's something you can do. Other thing is, if you're going to be going to someone else's house, or even if your own house, you can have healthy snacks. So obviously lots of people around this time of year, roses, Cadbury's, they do things like roses, and they'll have things like celebrations and all these, standard things that aren't very good for us. But you don't have to have that. You can go out there and you can get things like Ombar. You can put them out, like OMBAR, which is raw chocolate made with coconut milk and coconut sugar. Very, very different to the garbage you get with the bigger name brands. You can get things like cola kombucha if you want to have that for your cola instead. Other things you can make your own ice cream, stick it in the freezer. You can put some bananas, blend it up, bananas, dates, some raw milk or some coconut milk, for example, and then put raw honey in it. There's other really cool brands you can get. If you go to health food shops, you can get brands like, if you're having like things with dips, you can obviously make cucumber and carrots, but you can have organic corn chips, for example. There's lots of things you can do. One of the things I like to do as well from going somewhere is like bring some sauerkraut, so fermented sauerkraut. It's gorgeous, especially the red one, my favourite. Whenever I brought it around to anyone's house and they've had it, they've been like, oh my god, it's delicious, and it's fermented food, so you're having that with your meal, so straight away you're increasing your you're increasing the nutrient uptake, and you're helping the gut with its you're helping feed the body some gut healthy foods. So there's lots of things you can do around that. There are healthy snacks you can get. Another thing I was looking at, you can make loads of things like that yourself, but sauerkraut. Other thing you can do, very, very simple, is after if around holidays you can get some exercise in, it's going to be great. So keeping metabolism nice and high. So even if you're eating more than you would normally, metabolism's burning it off. If you need like sprints, intermittent training, or lifting weights as well. But going for a walk after your meal, so after you've eaten, and then an hour after your meal, you can just go for a nice walk. It's been shown to really help with blood sugar management. Okay, so simple things, guys. Okay. Another one, especially if you deal with any digestive issues, is making sure you can food combine. So combining your foods in a way it's not going to be a problem for your gut, because there's no point in eating all this food and then next 3 hours feeling terrible afterwards. It's something I used to do even up to about 5-6 years ago. On Christmas I used to indulge and I'd be like, I don't feel very good. Then I just made a decision like, no, it's just another day and I might have a few things, but I'm not going to combine foods in a way that's going to make it horrible for my digestion and my body. So things like fruit on an empty stomach, followed by giving it like 20 minutes, and then you can have your main meal. But obviously, as I said before, making sure you combine them. So like really generally with that is meats and fibrous carbohydrates, and then not putting everything all together. So maybe leave your potatoes for later on in the day if you want them. Just it's another simple thing you can do if you have digestive distress. So really, guys, it's quite simple. Making sure you get your supplements into you, making sure you eat, keep yourself 20% full, combining foods in a way that's not going to be too much for your system. If you're having alcohol, make sure it's high quality, organic, wine organic, not going over the top. Making sure you're taking your supplements, your probiotics, milk thistle for your liver, getting greens into you, minerals if you can. Making sure you get exercise to keep your metabolism nice and high, and going for a walk after your meal, so you can keep your you can deal with any spike in insulin. It's very good for blood sugar management. A little thing. What else did I leave at anything? Oh yeah, making your own snacks, getting things like Ombar or taking sauerkraut around, and the other thing that I left out actually was intermittent fasting. One of the simple things you can do if you know you're going to be eating a lot, Just say, well, I'm only going to be eating between the hours of 12 and 8, for example, or missing breakfast out or dinner, whatever one, and that means that you're only going to be eating a certain amount of calories during that period of time. And it's very, very simple. It means it gives your body, some people eat in an 8-hour window, it gives your body 16 hours just to clear everything else. Okay, so I think I'll start with 8 Christmas health hacks, but there's a few more. And also, guys, if you want to get your cold shower in, time in nature, everything I always preach, breath work, it's going to be fantastic. But around the holidays, if you do those things, aim for the highest quality foods you can as well, and eat the most nutritious foods first and fill up on them, you're going to be on to a winner. Okay, guys, well, I hope that helps. As always, if you are dealing with a health issue and you're looking to finally put behind you and overcome it, then you can send me an email at ryan@reviveyourself.co. That's ryan@reviveyourself.co, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. Otherwise, have a Merry Christmas, enjoy the festive period, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.